तमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। Namaste to all of you. Very good morning, greetings. At the outset, I thank the director, the chairman and others for organizing this wonderful program, Universal Human Values, as part of the orientation for the new incumbents of MBA of Sivani Institute of Management. I've been here a couple of times, pre-COVID days. Okay? So, yesterday I understand it was the one and the only highly experienced, wonderful person, a good friend of ours, Sri Jayaprakash Narayan, speaking to all of you. And today here I am sharing some thoughts about the value system, personal, social, national and cultural. My dear young friends, you have come a long way in your life from LKG, play school till today. And now another chapter, another big highway in your life is ahead. You are entering into the highway of management. So it is important to know our own self. First manage your own self before you manage the resources. Today you talk about recycling water, recycling garbage, recycling paper, recycling scrap, recycling plastic. So many things are coming for environmental protection. But unfortunately, I have not seen, either from the government or from any institution, a topic called recycling the mind. We forget the fundamentals and try to fly in the sky. Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha moksha yoga. The mind alone is the cause of man's bondage, man's liberation. So the fundamental thing is training of the mind. 90% of our thought force is wasted by the ordinary human being. Mark the word ordinary human being. There are extraordinary human beings who utilize the other 90%. They become successful, they become leaders, they become saviors of the world, they become lighthouses of the society. But the ordinary human beings are wasting their mental energy. That is why man is committing blunders, not mistakes. Blunders. And doing that mistake day after day, it becomes your habit. The trained man or mind never makes a mistake. That is why in childhood, the great value of Gandhiji is taught to all of us. 3 monkeys. Eyes closed, ears closed, mouth closed. What is the message? Don't see evil, don't speak evil, don't listen evil also. Fine, okay, good moral value. Sometime back, one of our senior monks, Ramakrishna Order, who was in Switzerland, he went to a supermarket. There, you have to do all your work yourself. You have to cook, you have to clean, you have to purchase, you have to eat, you have to talk, you have to meditate, all one-man show. We don't have servants there. So this Swami went to the supermarket to buy some provisions. And supermarket contains everything. So as he was walking by, he saw a dolls section, dolls. To his shock and surprise, he saw 3 monkeys. three monkey dolls sitting. Monkeys are sitting. He said, how these monkeys have come from India? But when he observed, they were little different. One monkey, left eye closed, right eye open. Second monkey, half mouth closed. Third monkey, left ear closed, right ear open. He was dumb. Kya baat hai? India, both eyes closed, both ears closed, full mouth closed. And what is this Switzerland monkey? What are they teaching? And we are selling it. 10 euros each. I paid 30 euros for this monkey. Monkey doll with 50%. One eye closed, half one ear closed, half mouth closed. He thought there should be some message. They are not food simply to sell that. He just closed his eyes and recollected something. Tuck, flash in his mind what he had heard of the Rigveda prayer called Shanti Mantra, which is taught to school children. Bhadram karne vishnuyama devaha. Oh God, help me to listen what is good. Bhadram pashe moksha bhijatraha. Oh God, help me to see what is good. Sthirairangai tushtuvagam sastanubhi. With my mouth and body, let me do good to others. So which is better now? Eyes closed, ears closed, mouth closed, or see good and listen good and speak good and do good? Which is better? The Switzerland monkeys are better, right? And look at the innovation. And this Swami says, this is a 5,000-year-old lesson which you learn in the Rigveda. They have made it practical. Don't see evil, don't think it. But you can see positive things, you can listen positive things, you can speak positive, you can do something useful to nature, rather than saying don't do this. Give a new direction to the energy. So that is how what goes inside comes outside. The power. So today you are bombarded with information. You are forced to purchase a gadget, forced to purchase in spite of so many things at home. You don't have a filter in the mind. That's why repeatedly they bombard advertisements on you. And poor man, he becomes a burial ground. He becomes a victim of things, not of the ideas. So this very important aspect of life you should keep in mind as you study and as you go forward. The first important thing I would like to share is the very fact that you are born as a human being is a great value. Millions of years of evolution on this planet, we have got this human birth. Let us not go back to the jungle branch. Let us go forward, says the Upanishad. Charaive, oh man, don't stagnate. March on. March on towards divinity, march on towards excellence. Because you have got an upright birth. We were all drooping on four legs, crawling, eating junk, living in a forest, no civilization, no clothing, cannibals. Even the tribal areas, we have no clothing even today. Go to Arunachal Pradesh, you go to Srikakulam tribal area, they don't wear clothes. They are still in that animal state, in the jungle state. So as human beings in a civilization, having been born with this great gift called the brain, let us look at intuition, not at instinct. As you grow up in life as a baby, think about a little bit of biology. There is no difference between the human baby and the chimpanzee baby till certain period. There is no difference. No toilet training, no vocabulary. They are just the same. The only difference in the human baby When you give a toy or a stick or something, immediately it will grab it. Why? There is flexibility in the webs of the fingers. But in a chimpanzee baby, they don't have the flexibility. Very thick fingers, each locked up with other things. So when you give a stick to a chimpanzee baby, it will be holding like this one. It cannot fold its fingers. That's the only difference. But after 3 years, the human baby is sent to play school. The LKGs, UKGs, toilet training, discipline, alphabets, mother tongue. Some do's, some don'ts, all these will come to the human baby. But that fellow remains there only in the zoo or in the jungle. And after 5 years, after 7 years, there is I-ness, a kind of dignity will come into the human child. It tries to demand, it tries to depend, it tries to have a love of its mother. Protest also, cry, express. Evolution has gone forward. The I-ness has developed. Then by the time he or she comes to 10th standard, a little bit of intuition, which is right, which is wrong. How to use the pen, how to use the laptop, how to use the book that is taught. And the child acquires by seeing, by listening, by talking, by interacting. This is the evolution. Later he or she becomes an intelligent man. He becomes a vice chancellor. He becomes a vice president. He becomes a chairman. He becomes a CEO. See, instincts up to 3 years. Intelligence evolves, the brain functioning, vocabulary, memory, all that comes. Then later comes innovations. But all this conducted under the main thing called I. So as of now time is about, say, 10:25 on the 4th of August. What are you now? At 10:25, 4th August 22, you are a student, an MBA student of Sivani Institute of Management. Okay, but I am a student. That's a value. You are given a badge, you are given an ID card, you have been registered here, attendance, everything is clear. No doubt in it. College is over, you go home, you go onto the main road, who are you? There you are no longer a student. You are a citizen. There your role changes, your badge will not be useful in the bus stand. You are there a different bus pass, a different ticket. This will not be valid. There your role changes. You have used your buddhi, use your discrimination and follow the rules of the government, of the police. Or you go by the bus, you go by auto, you go by taxi, you are a passenger to that fellow. Your value is that much only. Get in, pay, get out. You go home, your value changes. Your role changes. You are a daughter of somebody. You are a mother of somebody. You are a sister of somebody. You are a son of somebody. You are a cousin of somebody. Who is that? I am a student. I am a customer. I am a passenger. Tomorrow you go to a movie. There again you are a customer. You go to a shop. You are a customer. You come back here day after tomorrow morning. You are a student back. Who is doing all this? That is why I said, the very fact that you are born as a human being is a value. It is a dignity. It gives you an identity. And this has been discovered thousands of years ago in our great Upanishads. Upanishadic value. Straight away I ask somebody, who are you? And first I am talking about self-empowerment, self-management. Then let us come to national management or business management. The moment I ask, who are you? You have been taught by your mother, by your teacher, by your guide to tell your name. Am I right? I don't know you, you don't know me. You are coming across the veranda. I just ask, who are you? What is your instinctive answer? Tell your name. You are mature students, or MBA students. Think about the question. Did I say, what is your name? Or did I say, who are you? What did I say? I asked, who are you? Why did you tell your name? I should have asked, what is your name? Then you tell me your name. Or you show me your photo and badge. I am so and so. But see, the wrong answer we are trained. This is the problem with us. We assume and presume that we know everything. But the great sages of India, when they said, who are you? They mean different. They are talking about the inner drive, inner sin, the I. Okay, wrong answer, no problem, we will correct you. Second question saying, who are you? You think little more and say, I am daughter of so and so, I am son of so and so. Or I am a student in SSIM. Did I ask which college? Did I ask who is your father, who is your mother? Why are you telling your father's name? I am daughter of so and so. I don't know your father, I don't want to know your father. I want to know who are you. Second time out. Third time, who are you? Then there are some very intelligent they say, I am a human being. I know I am talking to human beings, not to animals. Who are you? I am a man. They speak about gender. Man, woman, male, female. At every stage you have been told to tell a wrong answer. This is normal life that we think. When Swami Vivekananda was asked, who are you in America, he said, I am a child of joy. Anandamaya Purusha. They were thrilled with that answer. Vivekananda is Namke Vaste, given by his Guru. Your name is Namke Vaste, given by your mother. Let me play with you a little bit psychology. Did you come with a nameplate, call me so and so only? No, you came Anamika, nameless. That's why they call Babu or Papa. Some nicknames also there. Chikku, Bikku, Mikku, Pandi, Mukka. Sandhya name is given, relatives will call her Sandy. Mother is given Maddie. Why? We just want to play with nature. You have come Anamika, I have come Anamika. Nameless. But afterward the drama starts. The mother and the father see the star, see the astrology, see the palmistry, see the numerology and all sorts of things which are available in the market. They say, okay, this name of Sandhya, Ramana, or Krishna, or Narendra is given. And when the father is whispering the name to the baby has no identity. It just cries. It just shouts. A new name is going inside. The baby thinks he wants to talk. Hey, I have found that name. Why another one? I want to be nameless. No, you should have a name. Society will put you into prison. Where only? It's compulsory. You are born, you are punishment. Then the mother wants to show her daughter or son's speciality. My daughter, my son, and some relatives will come. Then they say, Padma, name is Padma. Padma is crawling baby. Then the mother says, Padma, come see this side. Annagaru Charu, Tamudu Charu, Attagaru Charu. No care at all for Padma. It doesn't bother. Who has come to his not come? It is going to the toy, or it is busy seeing something, and it is showing its mother, the family. Whatever. This is all happens to the family, right? The mother gets irritated. How much I say, no Padma. No identity. You see how the society imposes all these name, fame, the ID card, and all that. So, at a later stage, when he or she has to write the name, then it is registered body in the government. That is signed that. So, all this happens. So basically, please understand, as human beings, the traditions of India is to move from death to immortality. This is the greatest goal. This is why we are here. Tamasoma, Jyotirgamaya, oh God, help us to move from darkness to light. Oh God, help us to move from death to immortality. Mrityoga, Amritangamaya. Amrita Mahotsav is going on in the nation. 75 years for Amrit. Next year, immortality. And India is immortal. It's aging, but never old. India is ever young. Because it is not Amrita. That is another great value of the country. The second important celebration is going on. Because of the freedom, is Swami Vivekananda's lectures in India for Indians. He awoke the whole country towards Amrita. From Colombo in Sri Lanka to Almora in the Himalayas. Non-stop we gave 125 years ago. People started reading, people started listening in Madras, in Kumbakonam, in Kolkata, in Lahore. They jumped into the freedom movement. He gave a new value to the human life. He gave a new value to the freedom struggle. In Madras, Swamiji said, Mother India shall be free in the next 50 years. I am saying, I am not just saying. 1897, 1947, Tiranga Udhara. But he said another important warning he gave to Indians at that time, our forefathers. What did he say? That freedom shall come under some unforeseen circumstances. We have to pay a heavy price for it. Why? We do not have leaders. We do not have leaders. And the British they observed the leadership in India. That's why they said divide and rule. For nearly 200 years they played with us like football. No proper captain. South became Madras presidents. East became Calcutta presidency. West became Bombay presidency. North became Delhi presidency. Desh ko Sundar Kardiya. They did not allow the North fellow to talk to the South. Communication cut off. Each was great in his own city or state. But as a unit, the British did not allow. It was for Swami Vivekananda, the powerful power that he was, the dynamic energy that he was, nobody could stop. He is the one first who spoke about India in the West. When India was not called India, it was called British Raj. Even worse, colony of Queen Victoria. Sri Lanka was a colony, India was a colony. Huge country, they said is only a colony. We lost our value. We lost our dignity, we lost our shraddha, we lost our own self. Till Vivekananda came and awoke the whole nation from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. He made it one. I'm not just speaking because I'm in Ramakrishna, but I am speaking from facts. Because Swamiji said, Kaha hai manush, dikhav humko kal de denge freedom. Some students went and asked Vivekananda, why don't you get us freedom? You are so powerful, so unique, so grand, so powerful, super. Whole West is sitting at the feet of India within 3 minutes after September 11th. But here we are suffering, we are suppressed, oppressed, killed, tortured by the British officers. Swamiji said, where are men to preserve that freedom? Are you men? Are you strong? Do you have muscles of iron and nerves of steel? Do you have that buddhi to defend yourself? So Swamiji gave a new identity to the entire nation. That's why that lectures are celebrated as the dynamic lectures of India. And after that awakening, believe me or not, Swamiji is not a parliament member, he is not a political party, he is not a Rajya Sabha member, he is not an industrialist at that time, ordinary monk, unregistered, no property, no bank balance. Do you know what? You go to Parliament House when time permits in New Delhi, go around the entire building, they give permission, You see, along with the statesmen and political leaders of India, Swami Vivekananda's statue is there in Parliament House. He did not enter Parliament. He is not a member of the Congress party. But still his statue is there because for the first time in Indian history, a monk is talking about India's freedom, India's movement, growth. And this monk, who observed the best of the West and the East, he said, the problem with Indians is lack of organization. Sangha Shakti is missing. So he said, I am going to take the best of the West called organizing power, teamwork, take it to India, take it to my motherland, and start a Sangha, an organization in the name of my master for the welfare of the entire humanity. So within 3 months, within 4 months of his coming, he started Ramakrishna Mission. That celebration is going on till 2023, 125 years of the Ramakrishna Mission. This is a monastic organization, not an industry of Tatas and Birlas. See the master strokes, management skills of the man. I went to IIM Bangalore, I went to IIM Indore, I went to IIM Kolkata. People are stunned. We teach MBAs, but you are running an organization without MBA degree. How are you doing it? I said, do research for 6 months, you will understand. Ekameva, not Dviti. Different languages, different backgrounds, different cultures, all come with one vision, that one ideal, one value. Atmana Moksha Jagatita. Liberation of oneself and the service of society. Everybody moves forward. Kalyuge Sangha Shakti. It was there when Shivaji was ruling Maharashtra. He brought in the entire Maratha force. Rana Pratap brought in the force. Rani Jhansi Lakshmibai brought in the force. Subhash Chandra Bose brought in the force. But Swami Vivekananda was different. He said it is not just a part-time business. It should go on and on. Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukhaya. Welfare of the many and happiness of the many. So new value we should have. The first value I will tell, my dear friends, understand your real nature. You may be MBA, you may be a doctor, you may be an engineer, you may be a clerk, you may be a chartered accountant, you may be a lawyer, you may be a sweeper, you may be a driver. Doesn't matter your external profession. Your core is important. Content is important than the container. What is the use of polishing the outside when there is nothing inside? Your core understanding when you are sitting in a professional chair, in a responsible chair. If that is lost, you are professionally excellent, but inside you are hollow. Empty inside. That's why people suffer today of psychological problems, post-COVID. Now the lung problem is not there. We have a mind problem. The corona has entered the mind. Schizophrenia, paranoia, depression, suicide, drug addictions. Name it and the psychiatrists are worried what will happen to the future. Next 6 months will be very crucial for our country. So your understanding of your real nature. 700 years ago, Shankaracharya mentioned it. He said, "Oh man, the very fact that you are born as a human being gives a new value and dignity." He put it into 3 words. Durlabham, very rare. What is very rare to get? Manushyattvam, human birth. Second, mumukshutvam, the aspiration to be free, not to be bound. Third, Mahapurusha Samshaya, association of the like-minded. Very rare. If you have got it, Daivanugraha. So, this, what you call the inflow is very, very important. In simple words, he said, Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, Ananda Swarupaha. Who are you? Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, Ananda Swarupaha. Over this, you are doing all the drama. A student, a wife, a husband, a father, a mother, a prime minister, a director, a principal, all this is drama. Do the drama well. Play your role well. Go back to the source. Come out, go back. Come out, go back. Inside-out concept. So a manager, a leader should have this inside-out concept. Imagine a situation. Now you are okay, students. Your father is there, your mother is there, or you have been admitted, you are paying the fees, you have got the ID card. Everything is going on, 10:40. Imagine at 12 o'clock, there is a bombardment like Russia bombing Ukraine. Your house is gone, everything is bombarded, blackout. What will happen to you when you are sitting here? Put yourself in Ukraine's people's position. They are also students there. How our entire battalion of hundreds and hundreds of Indians had to rush back from Andhra, Telangana. Doctors were there. Now they rushed back. They did not know what to do. They have nothing to eat. No college, no school, no entertainment, no walking. All life suddenly becomes dead. What is your shock absorber? Where do you want to? Where can you go when there is nothing inside? This is what happened to our freedom movement. During the Second World War, nothing was there. Destroyed. 6th August, 8th August, Hiroshima, Nagasaki anniversary. Within seconds, 5 lakh people were evaporated. Not dead, carried away because of atomic energy. Untraceable till today. Imagine that situation. We become complicit. We take mind for granted. We take our money for granted. What would your money do? What would your cars do? What did your industry do for 2 years? When Corona took over the whole world, we have to shut our mouth, close our nose, and be away from human beings. Corona's lesson. Don't open your mouth. Don't come out of your house. Yes or no? Why? Your money could have purchased Corona. You could not purchase Corona slippers also. In the newspapers we read and saw in the TV, a man in Banjara Hills having 5 BMWs. His son could not light up the fire body of the father. Son is standing 1 kilometer away. Body is taken in a white paper and put along with the poor man also. Who took the BMWs? The government will take or somebody will steal. What is the value? Where do you go? So there should be, in spite of your management skills and your marketing skills, your finance skills, your business skills, there should be some skill inside. Don't forget yourself, capital S. ఎప్పుడైతే ఆత్మభావాన్ని మర్చిపోయామో, you are lost in the market. You are as good as a mad fellow. Never forget yourself. That is your protection. That is your refuge. That is your lighthouse. When nothing is there, everything is there. You are an asset to the society. Today we did not give training to that. That is why mental problems, moral problems. What to do you don't know when there is no work. That's why yoga is taught again and again, so that when there is no work, when there is a holiday, when there is a bankruptcy, you go back inside. You'll be happy because you are your own self. So this is the fundamental value of a manager. I remember a story read in Reader's Digest long back. A real story. In Bombay, there is this MBA from Chicago University who became a CEO of a very big MNC. After 5 days of joining the new company, he has come back from Chicago, Indian boy. There's a nameplate put in front of your table, right? In offices. So the visitor will come, oh, thank you, nameplate is there. They will read and sit and welcome you. 5th day, this new CEO of the company He changed the name towards himself. Front is blank. His PA came with some papers for signature. She saw something, front is blank, name is facing that person. She changed it. He changed it. She changed it. When she changed fourth time, he scolded, hey, keep it as it is. Sir, what are you doing? Nameplate is for the visitors, not for you. He said, I know the policy, I know the normal norm. But you know what is happening in your company? By evening 5 o'clock, I am forgetting my name. Real story. So I am forgetting my name. So I identify myself with the name at least. I go home, I act like a manager. I go home, my son wants to talk to me, I said, give appointment. I become an automaton, I lost myself because the work is too much. The work has become too much, I am losing my grip. I am losing myself. I am selling myself. What a tragedy. What a tragedy. And there was this engineering college principal. After 1 year in the engineering college principal seat, he refused to sit in the principal's chair. He's sitting in the corner. He's shivering. He's mental wreck. He's not able to take it. There's no yoga. There's only yoga. There's no inner stuff. There's no content is not there. Qualified. But he is unable to sit in the chair. One of our Swamis had to visit the college because his father is a devotee. He saw principal shivering. This Swami went, caught hold his shoulder, dragged him and made him sit on the chair and gave him Arjuna's lesson. Kutasva kashmalamidam vishame samupastitam. Krishna is telling the weak Arjuna. Kutasva, from where has come this weakness, Arjuna? You are the principal of this college. You are the responsible person. But you are sitting in the corner like a clerk. No, that does not defeat you. Sit in the chair. Be bold. Be strong. Exert your dignity. After this strong medication and shake-up, after 3 days, this man became all right. Like that, I know hundreds of cases who are not able to execute their responsibilities because they lost themselves. Chaos. Family chaos. Personal chaos. Drug addictions. Liquor. Sexual abuse. Name it and he has it. But he earns billions. But he is a wreck. He's not solving the problem, he's escaping from the problem. Be careful in the future. SSIM cannot give you the future. They can prepare you for the future. With skills, with education, with training, but there is something else inside up. So, Vivekananda gives the first thing is divinity of man, O manager, O student, O teacher, O principal, O prime minister, divinity of man. That is India's greatest contribution to the whole world. Nothing else. First, your right royal attitude. That is called, in psychology, authenticity. Authenticity is the greatest city. Can you give me an example of authenticity? The lion. The lion is a symbol of authenticity in the forest. And you learn 4 things from a lion, management skills. Number 1, you learn patience. You learn concentration. You learn observation. And you attack. You do your work. Lion. Swami Vivekananda is talking about this lion strength. And he tells a beautiful story to the American audience, which is relevant to us today in 2022, post-COVID. He says there was this lioness, which was pregnant, which was carrying, which is hungry, and it wants to eat something, flesh, meat, attack an animal. It sees a flock of sheep in a forest. And in the excitement to eat and feed the child in the womb, it jumps over the flock of sheep. The sheep run away. It was late by a few seconds. The jump. The lion hits a rock in the forest. Before dying, it gives birth to a lion cub and wives. Now the lion cub is orphan, anatha, no mother, no father, and no strength to walk, no claws, no teeth. Interesting story. It is crawling in the grass, making some sound. Seeing the jump of this lioness, all the sheep ran away, maybe a kilometer, helter-skelter. Some of the sheep saw from that side. A lion cub, tiny fellow, harmless. The mother sheep, the mama sheep, started taking care of the lion cub, licking it, feeding it, took it to their home also. Now, what is the food of the lion? It eats meat, flesh. What is the food of the sheep? Grass. Get it together. The sheep is feeding the lion cub with grass because they are vegetarian. They cannot bring meat. And this poor lion cub is thinking grass is my food, consuming the grass. Kya baat hai? So it is liking the taste of the grass, eating. 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, it's growing into a big lion, mustache, big hair, claws, teeth, eating grass. And what is the language of the lion? Roar. The lion is roar. What is the language of the sheep? Bleating. Meow, meow, meow. From birth, it is listening to meow, meow, meow. It is not listening to roaring sound. The poor lion thought that is my language. And it started doing meow, meow. Now imagine a big lion doing meow, 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 eating grass, drinking water, and moving with the sheep. Vivekananda is asking the American audience, what to call that fellow? Is it a sheep? No. Is it a lion? No. He himself says, sheep-lion. Namakarna. Gorre Simham. He is neither a Simham nor a Gorre. So let us put a hyphen there. Gorre Simham. Body is a lion, behavior is sheep. And along with the sheep, this is going for grazing into the forest. A little sound in the forest, vaag raha hai, parigedutundi out of fear. Look at the wonderful Hollywood movie. And after 1 or 2 years, another lion comes to the forest. It is so happy, my cousin brother is there in the team. I will give a signal, it will catch one sheep and come, we will enjoy dinner party. Sound chasing, sound, fine forest, along with the other sheep. This second lion was shocked and surprised. Instead of attacking and eating the sheep, is running away. I want to talk with my cousin brother. One day, this cousin brother, sheep lion, is alone in the forest. Slowly it goes, catches hold of its neck, drags it into the forest, and along with the dragging, this sheep lion is praying, please don't kill me, I am a sheep. Murkuda. Who told you you are a sheep? You are a lion. You are not sheep. No, my mother told me. Who is my mother? Sheep mother. You are not a sheep, you are a lion, you are telling lies. No, you are telling lies. I am a sheep. See, I am eating grass. Drag it into the reservoir, big cheruvu. Look at your face. Look at my face. My face is like your face. I am a lion, so you are also. Reflection may be there, but I am a sheep. Kya baat hai? Which university will accept this fellow? All right, now chhod diya. Now I leave you. Next week exactly at this lake you should come, otherwise I will kill you. So the big reach. The second fellow came, sheep lion came after 1 week. The second lion now brought a piece of flesh. Eat this, don't eat grass. Little education, little training. So, Prabhu, please leave me, I am a vegetarian. Vegetarian. Idiot. Hits. Fortune. Get back on the back. Next day, little more. Third day, little more. 10 days. The Guru is giving training to the Shishya. After 10 days, the meat and the other days, these fellows now stop eating grass. But communication skills kharab hai. Meh, meh, meh. No roaring, nothing is coming out. All right, Baba, I will give you training, 10 days free course. To get to the forest, inside, rocks will be there, Pandavana. Roared there, the Pradipdhvani, the echo was hitting that eardrum of the sheep line. Stand like this, hold your leg like this, clear your throat, garjinchu, check, positive thinking. After 10 days, the actual voice which was locked up inside by the sheep mind exposed, came out. It roared, got the strength back, got its ID card, waved its hand, lashed the tail, walked into the forest as the Brahmaraja, the king of the forests. Swami Vivekananda is telling in America to all of us, shake off the delusion that you are sheep, you are lion, spirits free, immortal. What has happened to you, O youth of India? Why are you behaving so low, so weak under the feet of the British? You are the children of the great sages of India. A mighty roar he gave, Garchincha, Simholaga. People thought a lion is speaking through the Vivekananda. He was lashing the tail, shaking up the whole nation, which was so complacent. Manake. He gave value to democracy. He gave value to freedom. He gave value to human being. Uttishtata, Jagrata. Was India woke? This is the story he is telling them. And America was stunned to silence and said, "Oh Swami, you are hypnotizing us." Americans asked, "You are hypnotizing us by telling all this." Straight came Vivekananda's answer, "I am not hypnotizing you, I am de-hypnotizing you. మీ మనస్సుని బ్రేక్ చేస్తున్నాను, మీ మనస్సుని ట్రైనింగ్ ఇస్తున్నాను, ప్యూరిఫై చేస్తున్నాను. Why you thought black, white, rich, poor, all that? That has to go. You are yourself." So my dear friends, the first thing is always believe in yourself that you are Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Ananda Swarupaha. That is why Pradhana Mantri, you see, I am giving a general example. In Man Ki Baat 2 days back, what did he request all of us? In your status, in your WhatsApp, in your Instagram, put the Tiranga. At least till 15th, should the Prime Minister tell us? Do not we have a national responsibility? Everything should come from the Pradhana Mantri. Then what are you eating for? This is what Swamiji said. Why depend on some announcement? I should feel by my country and say, we will celebrate in every college, every university. Ghar ghar mein Tiranga. It was there at one time. Your grandfather must have done it. The sister Nivedita designed a flag for India. Madam Kama hoisted flag in London. There the government instruction was not there. They were not supposed to do it, but they did it out of the love for the nation. This way we lose our value. We become only I for myself. Let India go to dogs. So this is where we have to understand our value system. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? So the second thing that I request all of you, acquire knowledge of two kinds, subjective and objective. Objective knowledge I am not good at. You are getting it from the university, you are getting it from the society, you are getting it from the system. Objective knowledge. But in the subjective knowledge, there are again two branches. I call it self-knowledge, lower, self-knowledge, higher. When you want lower self-knowledge, it is sitting properly, concentrate, study properly, how to control our thoughts, how willpower operates. This is Vyavaharika. Dealing with your mind, but dealing with the system. The higher self-knowledge is what I told earlier. Think that you are the Atma. Think that you are a lion. Think that you are a child of immortal bliss. I challenge you, think for 21 days, 1 hour every day. See the difference. How much joy, how much of anandam, how much of solutions will come to the problems. Crying over darkness will not remove the darkness. You have to bring in the light. The content is so important. Distillery water, for 10 rupees or 20 rupees we purchase. Are you paying for the water or for the bottle? Paying for the water, right? Remove the water. Go to the petrol bunk and fill it up with petrol. Are you paying only 20 rupees? You pay double. If it's 110 rupees a litre, you have to pay 60 rupees. Remove the water. Put liquid gold into the same bottle. Lakhs of rupees. So at every stage, as you increase the quality of your content, your value in the market increases. That's why they say Bharata Ratna, Param Veera Chakra. Why? They are also like you and me. But their content is different. They always thought something different in the country. They contributed to the country. That's why they call Ratna, Bharata Ratna. 140 million people, since independence, there are only 75 Ratnas. But don't cry, we are not desiring that Ratna. During the Padma Vibhushan, Padma Shri Awards, last time, there was this 105-year-old teacher from an unknown village in Orissa. At 105 is given Padma Shri. He did not know what Rashtrapati Bhavan is. He did not know what Ashoka is. He did not know anything. He just did the Seva. And when former President Kovind is giving him, he is blessing the President. President did Namaskaram, you know what he said? Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. The 105-year-old teacher is my teacher as you. So he did Namaskaram. Indian value system, you see. And that man did not work for Padma Shri or Padma Bhushan or Ratna. He just did for the love of it. Love for love's sake. I remember another librarian who used to get 30,000 rupees. And he found the backwardness of orphans in his district, Tirunelveli district in Tamil Nadu. 25,000 rupees is giving us donation every month. Retired from government library, pension came. Pension also is transferring to the orphanage. And he is living in the orphanage. Hawaii chappal, one dhoti, one white shirt. Life is going on. Can you believe, my dear friends, see the value, see the fragrance, how it spreads? Suddenly he gets an email. From where? From the United States. We understand that you are doing this great service to your fellow men in your country. We want to give you an award in America. Hello, where is Tirunelveli? Where is this government librarian? Where is America? Where is that organization? Can you imagine? People are struggling for awards. They pay for awards also. But this, 70 years, just working there. And his village friends, juniors, they all guide him how to go to America. He goes, New York, big BMW comes, 4 man is sitting full of fear. Fashionable America. 3,000 people are there in that hall. They are giving awards to everybody in the world, whoever is doing something unique. And this man is called upon. Do you know how much he got award? 30 crores by the United States NGO. 30 crores. How many zeros? And the first thing he does after getting down in Chennai airport from New York, he did not go home. He went to SBI. He selected 30 orphanages in Tamil Nadu. 1 crore transferred from the airport itself. You call him a madman? You call him a madman, is it not? 30 crores every chestaranడి. And he goes back without any money. to Tirunelveli, quietly going on, again eating the same rice and same sambar. Then miracle happens. Somebody came to know, and we went to take interview. That interview was broadcasted in entire Tamil channels. And the great Bollywood star, mega star called Rajinikanth, he saw the news. He cried, sitting in Chennai. What a fool I am. Here is a God in Tirunelveli, in my own state, and we don't know about him. Somebody has to give him a award. Overnight he went to Tirunelveli by car. It will take 5 hours. Stayed with that man and said, I adopt you as my father. Please come and stay in Chennai, in my house, old age, 75 years. This man, Kalyana Sundaram, told Rajnikant without fear, without any hesitation, my dear son, if I am your father, let the son come and stay with the father. I will not come to Chennai. Again, Rajnikant broke down. He became emotional. And as on today, what I know is, every month, one day, Rajnikantji goes silently to Tirunelveli, stays with the father, Appa, washes his clothes, cooks for him, talks with him, and comes back overnight without any advertisement. Otherwise, media will spoil the show. He says, you are there, take care of it. This is what this silent India is doing. Because of them, we are able to breathe properly. Political parties will come and go. Violence will come and go. But these people are not bothered. They just do their service to the country. What a wonderful soul he is. He's still living. He's 78, Kalyana Sundaram. To Google search, to go and see YouTube, his interviews. His language is so crude, but he is so rich, so valuable. What more you want in life? Which MBA university degree will be so useful to him? Nothing. His life itself. My dear friends, increase your value by such attitude. What is called iceberg phenomenon is very useful for all of you to understand what I am talking. Tip of the iceberg, there's a comment in English. Tip of the corruption in India is tip of the iceberg, they say. Dive deep, you'll get so much. Much more scans. Anyway, tip of the iceberg. How much is visible? According to normal science, 10% is visible. 90% is below in the water. This is normal. 10% visible, 90% below the water. Okay? Take that into our life. 10% is the knowledge and skill that you get in school and college. 10%. 90% is what self-management is, attitude is. It is insight. At the most, your mother may know, your brother may know, your closest friend may know. Nobody else will. The other 90%. What is the other 90%? 6 branches. Attitude consists of your motives, your goals, your judgments, your standards, your ethics, and yourself. 6 is equal to 90. Today the other 90% is not taken care. That's why Sir told me, AICTE chairman, UGC chairman, they are working on the other 90%. That's why no classes, no syllabus, no regular course. Give this other 90% because you did not get it in school, college. When I go to degree colleges and other things, teachers complain, Swami, we don't have time for... Then I ask, you have time for what? They give me a beautiful answer. I can never forget it. We have time only to cover the syllabus. Namaste. Cover the syllabus. Put cement also. Your language, cover the syllabus. Already that fellow has come covered. You want to add cement slabs and make him a daddama? Make him a mustache baby? Discover the syllabus. Discover the potentiality. We talk about education, we talk about management, we talk about this. Sri Ramakrishna, the Guru of Swami Vivekananda. You know what Vivekananda said about his Guru? When he was being praised, when he was being glorified, fast with it, he was annoyed. He said, my Guru, who did not go beyond third standard, picked me up from the streets of Calcutta and made me what I am. He molded my character. If not for my Guru, Sri Ramakrishna, I would have become a bundle of foolish, selfish emotions. I would not have become what I am. He finished me. He cleaned me up. He chiseled me. He refined me. And he said, by a glance, by a look, my master can create 1,000 Vivekanandas. Shishya's tribute to this way. Look at the value Guru Shishya Parampara we have. And there was one disciple who had come from Chapra. Where is Chapra? Backward district in Bihar. And this boy, shepherd boy, Gollod, no Aksharabhyasam, he came as a servant searching for a job in Kolkata. He got a servant's job washing clothes, cleaning the floor, washing the vessels of a devotee called Ramachandra Datta. He came with a bag of fruits to give to Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna saw through him because of his yogic power and said, this boy is so pure, so nice, give him to me. I want him to be here. All right. Started cleaning the floor, washing the clothes, giving some prasadam to devotees. No Aksharabhyasa. Cannot read, cannot write. Gollod, zero. Sri Ramakrishna knew something, at least his name he could write. He said, hey, Latu, come here. I will teach you how to read and write. School education. All are sitting, who are educated. This man doesn't know what his writing is. Sri Ramakrishna took a slate, took a balabam, that pencil. Hey, he wrote something. Ka, in Bengali, first alphabet is Ka. Wrote there. Hey, Latu, please pronounce Ka. This man is fumbling, stammering. Ka. Not Ka, Ka. Third time, fourth time, sixth time. Unable to comprehend Ka and Ka. Sri Ramakrishna rubbed up that slate and said, your education started today, your education ended today. No more schooling for you. All laughed. Kind of negative. Latu cried. What is ordinary fellow, yeah. What a dull fellow, yeah. I cannot do this. That means I am dull fellow. I remain like this only. He was feeling, but Sri Ramakrishna blessed him and said, don't worry about this Ka and Ka. A time will come when the truths of the Veda Vedanta will pour out from your mouth. No more education for you. And literally it happened. For the next 30 years, people were thronging to him to listen to one teaching in Benares, in Kolkata. His book is there, the teachings of Latu Maharaj. Vivekananda said, what a blessed soul. We had to go to university, we had to study management, we had to study everything, but this fellow took a bypass and went to moksha. See the value that it is created. So don't just hang on to the degrees, hang on to yourself. And anywhere, you are in Ireland, you are rich. You are in Delhi, you are rich. You are in New York, you are rich. You are in IT, Gachibowli, you are rich. The whole world will look at you. Here is that soul. Here is the divine being. My dear friends, last point I will share with you and end. Wherever you go, have the feeling in your heart. The next 2 years that you study with the feeling that my study in SSIM, my semester, my exam, my intern, whatever is arranged, is for the good of the nation. Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukhaya. Your projects, your assignments, your answers should be so wonderful, it should help somebody in the jungles of Arunachal Pradesh. Otherwise, it's a waste. I'm telling you. In Kolkata, there is this man, that's why I was speaking in IPG. I was telling them the story. Example of one Vinayak Lahani, who is our devotee. In Kolkata topper, waiting for a white collar job. Suddenly in the college library, he sees Vivekananda's book on Karma Yoga. His head turns 360 degrees. So what am I doing? When this man says, they alone live to live for others, the rest are more dead than alive. I want to have only white collar job and sit in Florida or sit in New York or sit in New Delhi and earn millions only for drinking and dancing and dying. Fascinate. He took 5,000 rupee loan from his mother. 5,000 rupees. Got hold of a few Anartha children. In an outhouse of his own building, 25 kilometers from Kolkata. Started with 4 people. Today he has got 3,000 children. Parivar, organization is Parivar. Totally dedicated to Swamiji's teachings. And his management skills of IIM, using it for the welfare of the nation, what did he do? He took it to Madhya Pradesh, Devas district, Bundelkhand. Exactly at 11 o'clock now, time is 11:15. He says, every day in a developing country like India, 50 to 60 children are dying out of starvation, even now. He's not bothered about government or things. My brothers are dying. My children are dying. Can you think a baby or a child is carried to the graveyard instead of the school? In Madhya Pradesh, Vindhyachalam, Devas district. Very sad story. So he went there, made the analysis, used his management skills and started Seva Kutis. What the people want. Not what I'll bring industry, you come and work, I will cut off all the trees, I say nahi. Under the trees, Seva Kutis. Just like JP sir was telling yesterday, go to the root of the problem. He did it. 350 Seva Kutis every day in the evening. 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. If any of you is interested, I recommend it. You just go 1 year and stay in the village, in the tribal area. You will understand what life is, what your management can do, what your degree knowledge can do. Teach them. They come only evenings. Morning they are in the fields. They are coolies. They are this, they are that. Evening they come. Why? They get hot food, hot khichdi, hot roti, hot dal. You teach them. You teach them dance, you teach them music, you teach them mathematics, you teach them English, you teach them Hindi. Syllabus is there. And he saw the health condition in Devas district, Madhya Pradesh. Today, as on today, he has got 100 ambulances 24/7. Which government can do for me? Entire corporate industry is giving him CSR funds. The government is running behind him, Madhya Pradesh now. He's not going out of Kolkata or Devas. They are coming to him. Why? He is a savior, silent worker, detached. I sent 2 or 3 people from Hyderabad. 1 year, 20,000 rupees for 1 month's time, honorarium he will give. What do you understand? You will understand the problems. You will understand the life of their tribals. This is the other side of India, practical side. You have to explore the different states in India. Other day I went to Hathamuniguda. You know where Hathamuniguda is? Anybody knows? Is it? GPS is Guru for you, right? Mahaguru. And the Guru will take you, turn left in the Himalayas, 5,000 feet. Sitting in Google, what does he know about Himalayas? Turn left. Ganga Maya ki Jai. just like they say, Google can give you information, they cannot give you inspiration. For that you need a living teacher. There's a book also, teachers can read. Why do we need a teacher when we have Google? There's a beautiful book, an American Englishman has written. And it gives the reasoning why a teacher is required in spite of Google. Google says cut and paste, it won't tell processing. No digestion, it will cause only indigestion. So, Hatha Muni Buddha is 1 hour drive from Raigada. Where is Raigada now? It's a district in Orissa. 4 hour journey from Visakhapatnam by road. Hatha Muni Buddha is a neglected tribal belt in Orissa. 2003, Biju Patnaik ji requested Ramakrishna Mission to start a school for tribal students. And he said, we are ready to give you 100 acres. One Swami stayed here for 15 years in a shed and started a school. Today we have a CBSE school of 800 raw tribal children. We saw only videos and photos. First time I had live experience. The 5th standard boy comes, he does not know how to wear a dress. From there, training is given by monks. Only 8 Swamis are there, 100 acres management. Up to 12th standard. And after 12th standard, they go to Bhubaneswar, they go to Cuttack, they come to Visakhapatnam, they go to Bombay, Delhi, because they are CBSE and they are qualified, they speak beautiful English, they do yoga, they are disciplined and they are so loving in nature. No father, no mother, only father, only mother. And they showed me the house. They showed me a house. You know what is that house? 4 towels. 4 towels is a house. This is India. And this boy is coming and living in a palace. For dormitory, 12 dormitories and rich food and agriculture and exercises and yoga and uniform. They don't know what dress is. Hello. They just wear a towel and move. That is fashion for them. They are made into kind of human beings. It's joy to see. So the dignity of growth, dignity of management, you can learn in this way. Okay? So please think big and think broader also. Expansion is life, contraction is death. Strength is life, weakness is death. Dare believe me, Swamiji says. Arise, awake. Preach this to everyone. Teach to everyone. Arise, awake, sleep no more. Within each of you, there is a power to remove all wants and all miseries. Believe in that, and that power will be manifested. If you can think infinite power, infinite knowledge, and indomitable energy lie within you, and if you can bring out that power, you also can become like me. Swami Vivekananda's blessings. You also can become like me. But this is the clause there. If you can think infinite energy, infinite power, indomitable zeal is within you. If you can bring it out, you also can become like it. Please work on these possibilities, work on the potentiality along with your courses, along with your subjects. Before you open, just close your eyes and think of that strength, think of the divinity, think of the purity, think of that power inside you. Open the book. You feel so relaxed. No tension, no worries, no fear. Otherwise, exam here and interview here, and all life is full of hesitation in the youth. Very sad. So conquer that fear. English proverb is there, bury the worry before the worry buries you. Simple and straight. Bury the worry. That fellow should not enter me. Problem is absorption. What you see, you get back. You see nonsense. You see the assault, you see violence, you see rape, you see kidnap in the movies, And there are some movies where institution, educational school means the teacher is a mad fellow. This is what we have degraded our gurus. This is also not, this is where your youth power has to work. Next 17 years will be very crucial for India. 25th year anniversary of Indian independence, 100th year, 2047. Hopefully all of us will be there. I may be old, you may be little older. But you see, next 17 years, 18 years is very crucial because you are the growing power. It can boomerang. It can hit back the economy or it can take India to glory. So utilize that power, utilize the opportunity, study Swami Vivekananda's teachings every day and see the molding that takes place. And make India strong, make your life purposeful. Alright? So wish you all the best in your studies, in your life and self-management, self-understanding, and make your life glorious life, a divine life, a purposeful life for the welfare of humanity. Thank you. Namaste.